Imagine a world without entertainment, no movies, no music, no video games, no social media, just silence and emptiness. Sounds pretty bleak, doesn't it? But what if I told you that this dystopian scenario might actually be better for humanity in the long run? Think about it. Entertainment has become an addiction, a constant distraction from reality. We're so obsessed with being entertained that we've lost touch with what really matters. We spend hours binge watching shows, scrolling through endless feeds, and chasing the next dopamine hit, but at what cost? The entertainment industry has warped our perception of the world. It's created unrealistic expectations and fueled our insecurities. We compare ourselves to airbrushed celebrities and carefully curated social media profiles. We chase after lifestyles that don't exist outside of fiction, and in the process, we've forgotten how to live authentic, meaningful lives. Music, once a powerful form of expression, has been reduced to disposable pop hits and manufactured stars. The art of storytelling has been replaced by formulaic plots and cheap thrills. We're constantly bombarded with drama, both real and fabricated, that keeps us in a state of perpetual anxiety and outrage. But what if all of that suddenly disappeared? What if we were forced to confront the silence and find meaning within ourselves? It might be uncomfortable at first, even painful. We'd have to face our own thoughts and emotions without the numbing effect of constant stimulation. Yet in that discomfort, we might rediscover something precious, our humanity. Without the distractions of entertainment, we'd have to connect with each other on a deeper level. We'd have to find joy in simple pleasures and create our own amusement. We'd have time to think, to reflect, to grow. Imagine families talking to each other at dinner instead of staring at screens. Picture friends gathering to share stories and laughter, not just to watch the latest blockbuster. Envision communities coming together to create their own music, art, and culture rather than passively consuming what's fed to them by corporations. Without the constant noise of entertainment, we might finally hear the whispers of our own hearts. We could rediscover forgotten passions and pursue meaningful goals. We'd have the mental space to tackle real problems in our lives and in society, instead of escaping into fictional worlds. Of course, this scenario is extreme. Entertainment isn't inherently evil, and creativity can be a beautiful thing when it's genuine and heartfelt. But our current relationship with entertainment is toxic and destructive. It's time we took a hard look at how it's shaping our world and our minds. The entertainment industry has become a machine that feeds on our insecurities and fears. It keeps us distracted and divided, too busy arguing about fictional characters to address real world issues. It sells us false dreams and empty promises, leaving us perpetually unsatisfied and always craving more. Music, once a powerful force for change and self-expression, has been reduced to a commodity. Artists are pressured to churn out catchy tunes with little substance, sacrificing depth for marketability. The result is a sea of forgettable songs that all sound the same, devoid of real emotion or meaning. Drama, both in fiction and in our daily lives, has been amplified to ridiculous proportions. We're addicted to conflict and controversy, always looking for the next scandal or outrage. This constant state of drama keeps us stressed, anxious, and unable to find peace in our own lives. But what if we could break free from this cycle? What if we could rediscover the joy of silence, of genuine human connection, of creating our own entertainment? It might be challenging at first, but the rewards could be immense. Without the crutch of constant entertainment, we'd be forced to confront our own thoughts and feelings. We'd have to learn to sit with discomfort, to process our emotions in healthy ways instead of numbing them with distractions. This could lead to greater self-awareness and emotional intelligence. We might rediscover the art of conversation, of truly listening to one another without the barrier of screens between us. We could learn to appreciate the beauty of the natural world, finding wonder in a sunset or a starry sky instead of special effects. Our creativity could flourish in new and unexpected ways. Without the pressure to conform to industry standards or chase trends, we might create art that's truly original and meaningful. Music could once again become a powerful tool for self-expression and social change, not just a backdrop for commercials. Communities could come together to create their own forms of entertainment. Local theater, storytelling circles, community music jams, these could replace the passive consumption of mass media. We'd be active participants in our culture, not just consumers. Of course, this doesn't mean we should completely eliminate all forms of entertainment, but perhaps we need to reassess our relationship with it. We could strive for balance, using entertainment as a tool for enrichment and connection rather than escape and distraction. Imagine a world where we valued substance over spectacle, where we sought out art and music that challenged us to think and feel deeply. Picture a society where drama was reserved for the stage, not our daily lives. Envision a culture that celebrated authentic human experiences rather than manufactured drama. This might sound idealistic, even impossible, but small changes can lead to big shifts. We can start by being more mindful of our entertainment choices. We can seek out content that inspires and uplifts us, rather than just numbing our minds. We can create our own art, music, and stories, even if it's just for ourselves and our loved ones. We can make an effort to disconnect from screens and reconnect with the world around us. We can have real conversations, face to face, without the distraction of notifications and updates. We can rediscover the joy of silence, of being present in the moment. The world without entertainment might seem bleak at first glance, but perhaps it's exactly what we need to wake up from our collective trance, to remember what it means to be truly alive, to feel deeply, to connect authentically, to create, to dream, to love without the filter of screens and scripts. So the next time you reach for your phone or turn on the TV out of habit, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, what could I be doing instead? What conversation could I be having? What dream could I be pursuing? What beauty could I be creating? Because in the end, the most entertaining story is the one we're living right now, and it's time we started paying attention to it.